Close Sports Pulse, USA Today Sports. Michael Middlehurst Schwartz looks at the top 5 quarterbacks of the 2018 NFL Draft and the teams that would be the best fit for each. USA Today Sports. As the NFL's pre-draft process wraps up, there's one criticism that still irks quarterback Josh Allen. "I am not an inaccurate quarterback, and even been trying to show that this whole time." And through this whole process, Allen told USA Today Sports in a phone interview. Allen's statistics, especially his 56% completion percentage in his 2 seasons at Wyoming, seem to indicate otherwise. But Allen is hoping he has convinced at least one NFL team that the numbers he put up in college aren't a true reflection of his ability. The 56% completion percentage is obviously not good enough, and it's not going to cut it by any means, but there are a lot of variables that went into that, Allen said. "So the preconceived notion of me being inaccurate is completely false, and I look forward to changing that over time." Allen and his quarterback coach, Jordan Palmer, attributed much of his accuracy issues in college to mechanical issues, a tendency to overstride, which altered his release point, and problems with his base. He spent the last 3.5 months working on his footwork in hopes of convincing teams that he could be the rare young quarterback able to improve his accuracy from college to the NFL more. Josh Allen might be number 1 pick of NFL draft, but has not among our top 40 prospects more. Top 40 NFL draft prospect rankings, who's best overall in 2018 class. More, who needs to draft a quarterback. Ranking NFL teams need from 1 to 32. There was an issue with his base that was leading to inaccuracy. That's been solved, Palmer told USA Today Sports. And that's also something he's going to have to work on to stay with that muscle memory throughout his career, but it gives teams a chance to see it. Allen, who spoke to USA Today Sports on behalf of Hyundai's Rolling with the Rookies promotion, arrived in Dallas earlier this week expecting to be a high draft pick, perhaps even the number 1 overall pick to the Cleveland Browns. In addition to visiting the Browns, who also own the number 4 pick, Allen visited the New York Giants, number 2, New York Jets, number 3, and Denver Broncos, number 5, among other teams. Earlier this month, the Buffalo Bills, number 12, traveled to Laramie, Wyoming, to put Allen through a private workout in late March. Allen was already put through the ringer on the field at the Senior Bowl, NFL Scouting Combine, and his pro day. His private visits, however, served as an opportunity for him to make the case that, despite being raised on a ranch in a small town in Central California and playing in a small media market, he's ready for the spotlight. People make assumptions about being from a small town and being at a small college and all that stuff, that, on paper, the lights should be too bright, and this should be too big for him. He shouldn't be poised in the media, and he shouldn't be really confident when you're meeting with the owner of, say, the Cleveland Browns. But he is, Palmer said. Has got something special in there, and has just a lot more poised and confident than I thought he would be when I first met him going into this process. For now, Allen is trying not to obsess about where he's be drafted on Thursday night. "It would mean a lot to my family, but I think people kind of get lost in the number 1 overall pick. It would be super special to be known as the No. 1 guy in this draft. That's never going to change, but I think it's more important to be going to a place where they really want me, and they really believe in me, and they think in a guy who can come in and win football games," Allen said. "So I'm not really too focused on where I get drafted. It's what I do after I get drafted." He'll have a large group joining him inside the green room at AT&T Stadium, including his immediate family, girlfriend, grandparents, 2 coaches from Wyoming, and Palmer. Also on hand in the stadium will be a large contingent of friends from his hometown of Firebaugh, California. "I always wanted to be in this situation. Now, knowing and thinking that it was going to happen, that might be a different story. But Eva dreamt about this moment since I was a kid," Allen said. "The only thing Eva ever wanted to do is play professional football and be a professional quarterback. So now that it's here and it's getting close, it's just kind of making all that pain and suffering and waiting and working hard worth it." Follow Lindsay H. Jones on Twitter at @BylineZJones.